How's it going, guys? So, I already recorded a post-fight video for the Gennady Golovkin Jacobs fight that took place about 25 minutes ago, but I don't really think I came across very enthusiastic in that video. I was very tired after the fight. I've been up for God knows how long, and I was really tired watching the fight. And to be honest, I was falling asleep watching that fight, mate. It was just I expected it was going to be an entertaining fight. I knew that it was going to be a competitive fight, but I thought that there was going to be more fireworks. I felt that both guys would let their hands go more than they did. I'm glad of the official result. I'm glad that Golovkin won, but you know what, guys? I have to be honest, okay? I have to maintain my integrity here. I was not impressed with Triple G tonight. The way he fought, in my opinion, was very, very lackluster. And do you know what I was thinking all through the fight? I was thinking to myself, if they're giving these rounds to Jacobs, and if Gennady Golovkin loses a controversial decision, it will be his own fault for the way he's fighting. Because there were moments in this fight where, like, he would have Jacobs up on the back foot, moving around up against the ropes and stuff, and there was no pressure. I mean, Triple G was coming forward and seemingly applying pressure, but there was no body punches. Okay, there were no feints. I mean, where was the vicious body attack we saw in the Kell Brook fight? You remember in the Kell Brook fight, Triple G comes out in the first round. He's throwing the jab and then he's dipping low and he's throwing left hooks to the body and he's really digging the body. And you see Kell Brook wince when he takes that left hook to the body. I mean, he showed a lot of heart to stay up. But this fight, there was none of that. I think I counted 2 body shots from Triple G in the whole fight. Danny Jacobs, I was impressed with him from a technical standpoint, but the way he fought was fucking cowardly. I mean, he was running in there, let's be real, just throwing pitter-patter punches. He wasn't really letting his hands go at all. I knew he was going to be... I knew he was going to be competitive in the fight. I knew his size was going to be an issue for Triple G. I said all along that the long arms of Jacobs, the weight advantage, the fact that he was a fucking cruiserweight in the ring, I knew that that it was going to be an uphill battle for Triple G. But I at least thought that Danny Jacobs, being the bigger man and being the taller man and being slightly quicker and being younger, I expected that he would look to capitalise on Triple G's come forward motion with some combination punches, but he didn't. He fought in bursts the whole fight, moving around, being very negative, and switching his stance. And I don't like it when fighters do that. See, when they switch their stance and then just pour and then run away, just to kind of mess their opponent around and just slow down the pace of the fight. I hate it when fighters do that. And Danny Jacobs was doing it all night tonight, switching to southpaw and but not throwing any punches, just pushing his gloves out there and just giving Triple G something to think about, and then just running around. And it was that kind of fight. It wasn't as entertaining as I thought it would be. Triple G scored a knockdown in the 4th round with a right hand, but to be honest, I don't really think Jacobs was hurt. I think that it was more of an off balance thing. The two guys' feet got caught up, and as he landed the punch, he actually landed 2 right hands. I think Jacobs just completely lost his balance and tripped in the advertisements or something and fell in the ropes. But yeah, it was still a knockdown nonetheless. And Triple G, it was a weird fight, because I honestly do think if Triple G had been working the body from the first round, if he'd have been applying more pressure, he could have possibly done a much better job. But either way, I suppose a win is a win. Max told me on Twitter that a lot of other fighters, champions, have performances like this all the time, and we don't think much of it. And it's because we expect more from Golovkin, and that's true. As a fan, I expect more from the fighters I support. I'm still a Triple G fan. I'm thanking God that he got the decision, because Danny Jacobs was in his hometown, and a lot of judges would have given Jacobs that decision, but thankfully they didn't. And look, I'm not saying that I had Jacobs winning, but I'm just saying I wouldn't have complained either way, because of the lack of punch output and the lack of pressure from Triple G. Obviously, Triple G's work was much more cleaner. He landed the more significant punches. He scored the knockdown. Danny Jacobs never hurt Triple G once. I mean, Triple G didn't really hurt Jacobs once, to be honest. I mean, he hurt him in the fourth round, but like I said, it was more to do with his balance more than being hurt. I never understood this idea that Jacobs somehow had a glass chin. Okay, that was complete nonsense. I mean, I said it in all my videos that the Pirog fight was a long time ago. Okay, that was 7 years ago when Jacobs was only I think 23 in that fight, and the Sergio Mora fight that everyone likes to point out, that was a flash knockdown. Okay, Jacobs hurt Sergio Mora. He walked into a shot. It was a counter left hook he didn't see coming, and he went down. He got straight back up. He wasn't even hurt. So I never bought this idea that he was somehow a glass-chinned fighter. To me, that was complete nonsense. And the fact that I knew he was going to have a big size and weight advantage, I didn't think Jacob's chin would be a problem at all. Same with Triple G. Okay, neither of these guys, in my opinion, have showed any indication to me that they have a weak chin. Okay, all because Jacobs got knocked out once in his career, in his only defeat coming into this fight, does not mean that he's a glass chin fighter. Okay, I never understood that analysis. A lot of people were thinking too much on the fact that he had been down in that fight against Mora and the fight against Pirog. It wasn't significant to me at all. Guys, I'm fucking shattered. I don't even know why I'm making this video right now. I should have probably gone to bed first, but I'm absolutely fucking shattered. I've been up for over 24 hours. I've been quite busy. And I stayed up till fucking crazy o'clock in the morning. I've watched a heck of a lot of fights today, man. I watched the Stieglitz fight that went 12 rounds. It ended in a draw. It was a good fight, decent fight, but nothing special. I thought Stieglitz won the fight, personally. I didn't agree with the decision. The point deduction, in my opinion, from the referee was nonsense. I don't know what that ref was playing at, but that cost Robert Stieglitz the decision. It is what it is. The Gonzalez fight, man, fantastic fight, man. One of the best fights I've seen in a long time. Roman Gonzalez lost tonight, he did, and I had no issue with the decision, but man, that dude has heart, and I should probably be doing a post-fight video for that, but I'm just cannot be bothered. I'm too fucking tired. But anyway, I know that a lot of haters and people that want to, Floyd Mayweather fans, but in particular, are going to be crowing about that. They're going to be happy about the fact that Gonzalez lost. Gonzalez showed more heart in that one fight that he lost than Floyd Mayweather has ever shown in his entire career. So, I mean, I take my hat off to Roman Gonzalez, man. That guy's a fucking warrior. He had that horrible cut from early on in the fight that was caused by a headbutt. He was down in the first round from a body shot that really, really looked like it was one of them shots that wins you and takes a lot out of you. And yet he was able to show so much determination and crawl his way back into the fight, and he made it very, very close and competitive. Honestly, guys, I would not have complained about a draw or a decision either way. So, but Rung Visai was much bigger, much stronger, much better chin, much harder, and he was a southpaw too. He had those weird angles. He was a pretty slick southpaw too, and had tons of stamina, and he was just relentless in there. There was so much behind every one of his punches, a lot of pressure. So that was a great fight. I enjoyed that one. That was a better fight than this Golovkin Jacobs fight, man. So yeah, look, I'm still a Triple G fan. Okay, I love watching Triple G, man. But this is the first time I can honestly say I wasn't impressed by his performance, and I don't see him being champion for much longer, guys. I really don't. He's 35 now. Somebody's gonna beat this guy, and it's gonna be within the next year or so. I think we should enjoy Triple G while he's still around. And as for Danny Jacobs, he needs to move the fuck up to 168 or maybe even 175. Okay, he's fucking too big for middleweight, man. I mean, he's bigger than Hopkins was, man, at middleweight. Oh, the guy's huge. He kind of reminds me of Kelly Pavlik, just this massive, massive guy that clearly belongs in a weight class above. Yeah, guys, I've got a headache. I'm knackered. I need to go to bed. Let me know what you guys think. I know this video was... it sounded a bit negative. It's just because I'm tired, okay? If I do a video tomorrow, it'll probably be better. But let me know what you guys think, and God bless. Good night, guys.